In a massive expanse of the universe, every story starts with a single step, an idea, a vision. A character is born, alone and lost in space, no idea what to do. The Capsuleer equips himself in his most menacing attire to detract would-be predators, preparing to mine, manufacture, fight, and survive the perils of space by himself, finding everything, creating everything, and progressing towards bigger and stronger ships. This is the story of the Capsuleer, who is alone in Eve. And it begins. A expedited tutorial for you. Here we are just blowing away some ships, just killing them, owning them, making some lovely decisions, and then we get to our skills. We need to start mining basically right away. We will be needing to get all of our own ores, we will need to reprocess it, and then create it into our own weapons, ships, and things as we continue on. So we will then continue to look through our other skills to make more and more things, and we will now continue on in our tutorial missions, making sure we get all these tutorial missions filled in so we get at least a nice balance of ISK to start out with. We'll go through, do all of those. It'll also make us do some mining and things like that. It'll give us a few ships to really help us out. So boom, boom, kill them all. Let's get all these ships out of the way, get the mission completed. And we've completed our second tutorial mission as we went out and did that one. We've just got a couple of handful of missions before we go into the full 10 level missions that they're about to give us. We will just be collecting all of that ISK, getting ourselves started, and going from there. So the story goes like this. We get ourselves the starting ISK. We allow ourselves to mine some ore so we can start into science and industry and get ourselves some items and make all of that, because we are not trading with anybody. Throughout the entirety of this, we won't trade a single person. We won't be taking donations. This will be entirely solo, self-found. Probably the stupidest way to play Eve, so good luck to me. I hope you'll join me on this venture, and I'll have to admit, this is the first time I've played Eve in quite some time, so I'm going to be a little rusty in places. Feel free to correct me on things. I won't see your comments very soon. I pre-recorded a lot of this footage. So we'll get back to your comments as soon as we can, but I guarantee you it will not happen in like the next couple of episodes. So we pre-recorded a bunch. We're gonna continue through all of these missions. We're gonna make mistakes. You guys are gonna tell me all the silly things that I did wrong, and I'm going to be like, all right, cool. So I'll do that in the future, which will be very, very far in the future based on video, but not very far in real life. So I will always appreciate comments and ideas as we continue on. Realistically, there's not a whole lot to talk about in the first beginning segments here. I'm making lots and lots of money for a level 1 character because we're going through all the missions, and we will just continue doing that until we have gotten all the missions done. And I'm just gonna kind of let you in on all the process, just super sped up, and we will just get through everything real fast. So when you do this, you want to definitely make sure that you plan ahead and remember where exactly all of your clips go. But anyway, here's the second day. We're getting our miner 4 done. We had just finished up our mining frigates levels 2 and 3. As you'll be able to see, we got all that in there, and we've got everything set to start mining. We made it back to our base. We got all of our stuff back into our hangar, which for some reason I tried to put in the Plex hangar, but that's not important right now. What we need to do now is continue on all those missions, get that ISK rolling in, get ourselves a venture to start out with, so we'll have to go mine some stuff, getting ourselves a free mining laser, fit up our newbie ship here so that we're ready to go, and get ourselves undocked and go find our first rock to mine. We made it out to our first rock. It's time to find the target, so we'll go to our mining tab, lock it up, make sure we're all good to go. I don't want this to be too much like a tutorial, but for everyone who's like looking at this game like, wow, I've not ever seen Eve before, all like 3 people watching. Okay, maybe more than 3, hopefully. You have to have multiple tabs. We found that. We started our mining laser down at the bottom. We started mining the rock. We're going to orbit it because eventually some baddies are going to show up. But we made it back to the station nice and safely. No problems there. We had no weapons to fend off anything, but we were just fine as we were. We mined the ore in our newbie ship. We're good to go on that. We're going to try and complete the mission. And we are like kind of stunned at all of this. And then we're like, wait a second, let's just put that into the ore hold. Or rather, the hangar. The station hangar. And then we're like, let's reprocess it. Oh yeah. There we go. Reprocessed. We got titanium. We're looking good. We know exactly what we're doing. It's not like we haven't done this in like 2 years because we haven't played in a long time. Hey, look at that. We completed the mission. It's just as simple as that. And we've got ourselves a nice new ship and some nice new things to accept so that we can get ourselves a blueprint to start making some stuff, an expanded cargo hold as a reward. So we're going to start venturing straight into the industry side of things. So we are just shy of what we need. To make that, we'll reprocess some metal scrap since we got those earlier when we were fighting the ships to start out the game. And there we have it. Even though the reprocessing level is super low, I don't expect to get much better than that throughout the entirety of my gameplay. I just will not have the skills because I'm an alpha clone, and it would also take probably forever and a half to actually have a good reprocessing skill. And that would also mean going into low sec, which I don't plan on doing anytime soon, or null sec, which was definitely not going to happen anytime soon. Just for the fact that if I lose, anything, it's really hard to replace because then I'm back in this newbie ship. So here we are, getting ourselves set up in the Venture. Oh, what a beautiful ship. We are getting ready to fit it up, put on those mining lasers. Oh, what a wonderful thing. Now we have something to start out with, but this Venture is incredibly valuable. I lose this, I'll be sad. We're looking at the map next because I saw that I can purchase a miner blueprint because we'll need those to make sure we can mine more ore. So we'll make the blueprint, or we'll buy the blueprint, we'll go to the station, pick it up. We'll then start making some miners so we have mining lasers so that, in the odd event that I lose my Venture or any other ship, I'll at least have mining lasers so I can still continue to create more and more ships. So off we go to get those blueprints. And now we can buy the mining laser. Now that we've got here, you can see it is not a player made blueprint, so we will buy that. And now we will ship it back all the way back to home base for now because you're gonna Care Bear for a while, and we will get that going. Finishing up the next level industry since that finished up while we were gone. Get that turned in, complete the mission, and get all of those items and money. We need all of that desperately, and onto the next mission. Getting another mining laser. It says we're going to get a whole bunch of titanium, so we got to go mine a bunch of Veldspar and things like that. We fit ourselves up so that we could take on the drone as it came in, mining the Veldspar, and we will get ourselves back to base with all that ore. And now that it's been cleared out, we need to make ourselves some mining lasers, and the best way to do that is to make sure we have a strong mining ship. So we're going to go back out with a fully fitted Venture with double mining lasers, so it'll go twice the speed, and we'll be able to start making our mining lasers and continue our missions. So off we go into the wild, dark space. Yes. Anyway, here's where one of those embarrassing things happens, where you're mining Veldspar and you're like, yeah, I've got this. I got all the Veldspar I need. And you go back to base and you find out, yeah, you didn't mine enough. You should have just stayed there a little longer. Well, here we are. We'll live and learn, and we'll go back out and make more, mine more, and we'll make more, and then we'll come back and get all that we need. And this is basically how this game is going to go for a while. You're going to see me do something silly, make a mistake, go back, do it again, and, we'll get better. So we came back, got our ore, we go back, we're going to be done with the civilian mining laser, get ourselves a regular mining laser, and we'll be able to mine for real. And it will be wonderful. For the interest of full transparency, here is me being really silly and not realizing it's asking for titanium and not for Veldspar. So, realistically, I had enough ore the first time, I'm pretty sure, but I never reprocessed it into titanium. So here we are, not being able to figure out why can't you complete this mission, Solitary Sam? Well, good question. That would be because you are the biggest fool and you probably just heard my phone buzzing. What a wonderful clip. So now that we're done being unprofessional and saying all the time, we will reprocess it with more than enough titanium, get that in, get the mission complete. I almost said quest complete, my goodness. Complete the mission, get that ore, get the mining laser, and continue on in all of the missions. This is probably like the most tedious mission level, and you'll get to see all day. So enjoy it. Oh, before we go, let's fix this guy. Let's get into the right ship here. Get that civilian miner out of here. Oh, much better. Then grab the crates. We made ourselves over to the area to drop off the crates, and then back we go. But then I was hit by a sudden burst of inspiration as I checked my missions tab. I am going to need to get pyroxeries or anything else that will allow me to help continue to complete my mission. So while I'm out, I will make the long trek to like a neighboring system and get all that I need. Landing in system, it's time to start mining pyroxeries, the large pyroxeries or whatever else, just to really get the Mexican and all the other ore types that we need while we're in here to continue creating stuff. It looks like Kernite would be kind of a useful thing to have too while we're here. It's got some real good stuff in isogen right there, and it's a lot of Mexicalin. Mexalin. Mexalon. Mexalon. Mexalin. Oh look! Friendly enemies. Time to orbit. Didn't bring anything to kill these guys. Well, time to see if I can orbit and tank, or if I just have to, actually get up to drones or something so that I can make sure I don't die in the future. Losing this venture would suck. It didn't take long to figure out. I just needed to teleport out. So mining lasers have stopped, and well, if we don't get bumped by the next asteroid. I reprocess it here in this station. While my reprocessing skills are absolutely trash, they're going to be trash everywhere. So if I reprocess them here, I'm going to end up having more space to take it back. So let's see here. How much can I reprocess before I can't take back anymore? This is 4.9. That's it. I have 50 to fill. Is that right? Let's check this first. Okay. So if I tried to take this back right now, you're saying I can take all this back, no problem. Oh, this is a beautiful thing. Alright, time to go reprocess all this ore. Or at least how much can I reprocess? 72? Okay, so not all this ore. Let's no, we can do that. We can do more than that. Oh. Sometimes numbers are really easy when you try. You can try really hard, and you can figure out numbers too. I promise. You just keep working on those numbers, and you'll get them eventually. Oh, look at those minerals. Oh, this is gonna be great. All right, you know what? Vicious pyroxes. Pyroxerxes. Pyroxeries. Pyroxis. Whatever word I'm truly supposed to use her pyroxes. I'm gonna call it Pyro Xeres. Because Pyro, you know, fire, super cool. I love fire. And Xeres because it sounds like Xerxes, like, you know, pretty beast, right? Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. So turning out that this belt was the right place to go. Bounce. All good things must come to an end, and when the Sansa show up, it's time to run. Like Sansa Stark. You just don't want to mess with that. So it's time to run, especially since we don't want to lose our only venture. You make it once, you make it twice. Not even gonna repair. See all that damage? Woof! Took a lot. We're gonna make it just fine. So, here we go. Continuing on mining. Here they are. They're back. They want revenge. And they're gonna get it. Unless I escape. Will I escape? Please escape. Please don't bounce again. Please escape. Please. Yes. 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 It's really sad to have to run from those guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's almost embarrassing. Well, stocking up and time to go out again without repairing. You know, it's pretty great that you can play this game while eating and like make yourself food and stuff. Like, I was just sitting here. I knew those guys were gonna be too scared to actually come and fight me. But that's our first full inventory. Oh yeah, carrots are so good. Alright, so we've got ourselves a full inventory. We refined some of the ore already. Time to go finish some of those quests. Alright, finally made it home. We can finally accept this new quest, make some stuff. Start making myself some miners because like the chances of me dying at some point in the very near future definitely likely. So let's go ahead and accept this bad boy. I don't know why it said I couldn't accept it. It's because there's something in the way. Oh, duh. Look at me transferring stuff into my own inventory. Yeah, this is great. I know how I'm playing this game. Alright. I should actually get this set up so that I know what I'm doing. Alright, make 2 copies. So we double clicked, brought this up. We're going to go ahead and say that we want to make 2 of them. We got enough to make 2? I think we do. Alright, so we'll go ahead and hit 2. Yeah, we got enough. Pull that up. Easy. Start. Done. While we're at it, go ahead and pull this guy up. Wow, we're gonna need a lot more pyrite. But I don't want to make it now. I've got 2, and since we can't get any barges right now, and we're sitting strong on the venture, let's just keep it at 2, and make more if we need it. Because we're not gonna die, right? Right. We will wrap up this video showing off me realizing that I can't research at this particular facility. Things that I've learned over the past, of the game. So I hope you will enjoy continuing to learn with me some of the mechanics of EVE Online. Coming back into the game, it's been a lot of fun just like figuring out how am I going to do all this, making sure I never lose anything. That I can't replace because I have to be the one to replace it. I can't just go out and have someone replace it for me. So I'm really looking forward to continuing into episode 2 as we get more ore, finish all of the missions, and get into more of the core of the game. So until next time, fly safe.